Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Better Minecraft. We are out on the other side of town this time, actually. We've been working a lot on the island and that side of town. So I'm coming back to this side because I've got a few holes I need to fill in, some things I need to work on, as well as really refining where I want this wall to go and how this road is going to lay out. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this piece as the actual road. And then I'm going to fill in this with some more trees and stuff like that. And then I've still got to come down here and work on this road down here as well. This area has been really cleared out. This area's actually been cleared out for a minute. I just haven't gotten around to actually putting in a road yet. I want to put in the roads until they can disappear. So I want to put this road in until I can kind of go up this turn. And then this road is going to come up through here and then go back down through here. And then I want to kind of make it disappear up in this area. Because this is originally where the other village was going to go, but we're not going to be doing that village. So I think for the next few episodes, while I get everything, not only grind together the materials to finish doing up this part of the island, but that also gives me more time to kind of figure out how I want that island to go. Or this peninsula, I'll say. But yeah, we're just going to focus on this side. For right now, I have the materials to start filling in this hole, and I've got to fill in this one over here, and I've got some stuff along this pathway that I need to figure out. Also, you'll see down there, I do have the replay mod installed. Don't get your hopes up. Well, you're only talking to a hat, but don't get your hopes up just yet. I have to figure out how to export the files. I've done a lot of research on how exporting those files works. It needs an extra thing. If you ever worked with Fallout modding, the fast thing that you need in order to run your mods correctly or run certain mods correctly, there's a file similar to that. It isn't located on the mod launcher or anything else like that. The problem is I have not found anybody that tells me how and where to put it. So I am still trying to figure out where exactly that thing needs to be. Nobody has described to me where it needs to sit for CurseForge. Everybody has it set for fabric, because replay mod in its essence is a fabric mod. So it's a whole lot of back and forth. If you know anything about how you got replay mod to maybe work with your CurseForge stuff, let me know. If you have a video, maybe drop by my Discord, like leave it in the suggestions tab so that I can find it. But I am working on trying to get the replay mod working so that I can, of course, make content better. Oh, and I need to sleep. But sadly, I don't have it working yet. Well, correction, the mod itself is working. I just can't export the files and actually use them just yet. Okay, we'll keep this as the outline for it. Now, this isn't going to be the final look of this lake. Just kind of giving myself an idea as to how big this thing's going to be. Because, of course, I'm going to have to be able to stretch that wall, come down to a front gate about here, and then stretch back off this way. Because, of course, down there is going to be a shack. So I do want some connection to the village over there. Meaning that there's probably going to be another, like a guard tower or something and another door thing over here. What are random coarse dirt out here? Okay. So there's probably going to be like another doorway or something over here. And I am working on a design for some guard towers. Because right now we don't have any. I kind of want to put one like down in like this area somewhere. Like about on this corner piece, about here. Just so that it's overlooking this pathway here, but it's not intruding on this gate. Because I really like how this gate looks. I don't want to mess with that any. And I feel like the elevation would be useful for a guard at it in like a gate area. So of course there's going to be that. I'm probably going to put some form of like check in, check out station, probably up here in the front. And by check in, check out, I mean just kind of like how we have at the docks. People are signing in and signing out of their stuff and like paying the fees and stuff like that. It's just something like that. It's more of an immersion thing than anything major. So off we go back this way. Okay. Now here's a good question. Where do we want to put this pathway up to? I'd say actually bring it up to this. So this piece right here. Do that as a little bit more of a natural. Go. Okay. And I actually want to clear a little bit of the space and put a little bit of like a farming lodge right here. And then on the other side, because the road is going to go through here. So maybe farming lodge, a little bit of like a wheelbarrow situation over here, and maybe like a market stall before you go into the city. And then a field over here, and then some apple trees up along this ridge. Some apple and cherry trees along this ridge. There we go. I'll figure out the language eventually. Okay, and there we go. Hole number 1 covered. And even some new building stuff figured out. Because I'm going to have a field of some sort here. I don't exactly know which crop I'm going to plant here. Maybe corn. I don't have a whole lot of that. I have like a massive wheat field back here. And it's right there. You can kind of see it. So maybe some corn? I mean, that's another like grain type thing that a lot of these early settlements had. So maybe that could work. Also means that we're going to have to change up how this river or this lake is shaped, because if there's going to be a crop field right there, that means most of this is going to have to go. We'll just scratch this and I'll do my own custom one later. So there is that. And then this is going to, wall's going to come along here. The gateway is going to be right there in between where the hills are. Because there's going to be a guard tower there and a guard tower there. And then the actual gate is going to be in the center. So it's going to come along there. Maybe along here. And then maybe I can just skirt it across here instead of trying to go up the mountain. Skirt it across the back of this. And then do another one of those watch points. Like I have over there. You can kind of see a little camp. It's right there. Probably do another one of those over here. That doesn't change the fact that this kind of needs to be filled in. Okay, now that fills in that space, which is what the wall is going to be brushing up against when it comes back this way. Now the wall is going to kind of hit weird down here. It's going to come down here to the water edge. That's a dolphin. And then maybe instead of doing like one of those little campfire guys, I can do another watchtower up here, overlooking all of this. And there's going to be a little bit of a fishing settlement right there. There's going to be like some houses up on stilts kind of over the water. And then some smaller fishing boats, which I'm still trying to finite the design on, which is the reason I haven't done anything with that area yet. Because boats and living things are not really my skill, which is the reason I use vanilla trees to decorate with. So I am slowly figuring that out. But there is that. Now, I think I want to come in with just the regular spruce wood. I think I still have some back at the other area. And I'm just going to take some and I'm just going to bring it back along this area. Hold on. Let me empty my inventory. There we go. I'm going to bring in this spruce, the strip spruce, because I actually have a bunch of that. And I'm going to bring it down along here and kind of figure out where I want to place things. Also, something I kind of have to bring up. Did my elytra just break? It did. Okay, well, I can go fix that here in a second. I have skeleton horses. Right at the end of the last episode, there was a storm. I don't know if I caught it on camera or not. I know I didn't include it in the video whenever I posted that. But, yeah. I had a whole skeleton horse thing, like the little lightning bolt and a bunch of skeleton horses appear. Yeah, I had that happen and I managed to save all of the skeleton horses from it. I don't know where these guys are going to go, but I want to keep them. I'm going to have to walk my way back to the villager trader area. Also, I have managed to get some more globes. I have 2 more left in here. There's a wandering trader that was near the horses, the skeleton horses, that actually has a few of these guys on sale, so it was nice to have a few that I can just scatter about in other areas. Okay. And that will allow us to have like some military outposts nearby. Just because I feel like with a town this size, we have like no guards, no military, anything going on. So I feel like there needs to be something. So this just helps with that lore aspect. Same with what's going to be going on along this wall. Speaking of which, I need to get back to that wall. Okay. Not what I was coming over here to do. I was coming over here to get on top of the tree. But that's cool. Yeah. Because I'm wanting this to be more so like the main entrance to the area. That's the reason there's going to be more housing out here. And possibly a field out this way. Possibly more housing up through here. There's that military thing that's going on up there. Guard outpost kind of thing going on over there. I kind of want a guard tower here. We're going to be debating on that one as to where exactly I want to put it. But I know I want one out here, which is the reason for the yellow circle. That's to let me know, hey, you wanted a guard tower out here. And then this is going to end up being the main guard location. This is the first of the guard tower things I'm putting in. I can tell you, I need to come back over here and mark out where this one is going to go. Okay, so the entrance of it can actually be inside the wall, but it's more so protruding, which blocks, after I get all the trees in, will help block how much of an expanse of a wall it is up that way. So just line of sighting it. And of course, I want some sort of toll booth area out here, but that's debatable as to where the heck I'm going to put that. And maybe let's put another guard tower up here. Maybe hidden in the trees. So that gives us the one actually on the wall and then one slightly off of it to actually watch the road. Which is just going to kind of go up and then disappear in those trees. Okay. And that gets our line figured out for exactly where this piece of wall is going to go. This piece is relatively straight because of this being the front gate. Now to kind of curve this piece of wall around this mountain, but also dipping down. So it's going to kind of go this way to some extent. So it's going to curve around here first and then kind of do a quick turn back in. Okay, there we go. That restructures that piece of wall a tad. Brings it back a little bit. But that will allow us to give an entrance and an exit into this little area. There will probably be like some sort of elevation difference inside this building. Maybe like a small little port structure outside of it. maybe even a small guardhouse out here. Just as something to be able to get in and out of here without having to go through the main gate, at least for soldiers and guards. Because the last thing you want is to have to go through the main gate in order to get to your station, which is all the way over here. Okay, that actually adds in quite a few guard towers. I think I want to go along where I want to put the road and start putting in maybe some marker points. So from there, all the way through, all of this is going to hit that point, and then it's going to come back and then hit up here. And then it's just going to disappear into these mountains. Because, of course, this was originally going to be another village that I was going to do, but this series has gone on for quite long enough, and I am already 2 versions behind. So, for the sake of being able to get to the next version of the game, I think we are just going to end off with this village. But, of course, I am going to finish off all these projects. I'm not just going to leave it open-ended. So, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I plan to do in between episodes. I think the next episode, I want to get in, or at least want to start working on some of the terraforming over here. I want to start working on this little piece, because this little piece is going to help me figure out the palette and everything for that monstrosity. For people who weren't here for the actual planning era, there's these little white dots around here. You can kind of barely see them. But this entire area is going to be brought up. It's already an elevated platform in the center of this area anyway. I'm going to bring it up drastically. Same with this spot over here. This is just a tiny version of what I'm going to be putting over there. So this is going to be my experiment with figuring out a color palette and all the other stuff for what's going to happen over there. So next episode, we're going to be really focusing in on this area. So all of this, we're going to figure out where this pathway is going to continue going. I think I wanted to go from here. And then we're going to connect the pathway down there so we can start this area. And then we're going to come back. We're going to do all the greenery through here. And then we're going to really buckle down and get into all of these water areas that I already have pre-laid out. And we're also going to be working on this, so that I can go ahead and figure out what color palette I need for that and what blocks I need to start grinding for in between episodes after that one. So, with all that said and done, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye!